We're just 3 months away from the final season of Game of Thrones, and fans of the series simply cannot wait for it to air on April 14th. Before the season premiere of True Detective, HBO released a short video getting everyone pumped about the new season. After watching this video numerous times, it seems to tell the story of the Stark family and may give some clues to what will happen to them by the end of Season 8. I'm Emily here with what we think we learned about the final season of Game of Thrones based on the teaser. Since it's been a while since we last saw these characters, here's a bit of a reminder as to what has happened in Westeros over the course of the past 7 seasons. The trailer opens up with Jon Snow walking through the crypts of Winterfell. Below the castle, which has, for the most part, been run by the Starks, are where the family's ancestors are buried and memorialized. There are statues commemorating all those who have passed on, and many times we've seen members of the Stark clan plotting and discussing strategy down there. Jon Snow's journey has been a memorable and complex one throughout the show. During Season 7, Snow headed to Dragonstone to meet with Daenerys Targaryen. He needed the dragon glass that the castle has, as well as Targaryen's help to fight off the White Walkers and the Night King. However, he would have to bend the knee to her in order to get her help. She and Snow ended up getting a bit romantic, which is a bit gross since she's his aunt. Lyanna Stark is Jon's birth mother, and Sansa and Arya's aunt. She and Prince Rhaegar Targaryen had a son together, Jon, but she died during childbirth. She's memorialized in the crypt next to a direwolf, which is the emblem of House Stark. There were 6 direwolves the Starks found in Season 1, and all but 2 are dead now. Jon's wolf Ghost, and Arya's wolf Nymeria. Jon passes by Lyanna and a feather drops from the statue. But where did the feather come from? If you remember way back, Robert Baratheon placed it in Lyanna's hand in the very first episode of the show. The feather shows up again in Season 5 when Sansa returns to Winterfell to marry Ramsay Bolton. Sansa finds the feather on the ground, picks it up, and holds it as Littlefinger shares Lyanna's story. It seems Sansa put the feather back on Lyanna's statue. The heavy symbolism of Jon walking past the statue as the feather drops to the floor makes perfect sense. His parents, Rhaegar and Lyanna, meant a lot more to each other than some stories have foretold. Sansa had a very big Season 7. She was reunited with Bran and Arya. She found out about what Arya had been doing while she was away. She became the Lady of Winterfell while Jon was at Dragonstone when Bran refused his lordship. She's come a long way from Season 1, where she was a snotty kid who wanted to marry a prince. She's in charge now and has to fight to defend her land. As Sansa walks through the crypt, we see a statue of Catelyn Stark. Catelyn was Arya and Sansa's mother, and Jon's as well, but not his biological mother. She met her fate during the infamous Red Wedding in Season 3. The girl who has no name and also has no problem assassinating people is also in the crypt. In Season 7, she finally returned home to Winterfell. She confronted Sansa about their father's death at the end of Season 1, which was under the orders of Joffrey. She's finished Season 7 by killing off Littlefinger under Sansa's orders. Ned Stark, played by Sean "My Characters Always Die" Bean, met his end by way of getting his head chopped off in Season 1. He has also been memorialized as a statue. His death shook the family to its very core and was the most shocking moment in the first season. Bran is busy being the three-eyed raven, but Sansa, Arya, and Jon are reunited for the first time in a very long time in the crypts. All of them have very much come into their own. In front of the 3 are their statues. Both Arya and Sansa's statues look young, while Jon's looks older. Does this foreshadow their fate for the end of Season 8? Will both Arya and Sansa perish during the battle with the White Walkers, while Jon lives on to become old and rule Winterfell? After this, the white raven feather freezes, and a white fog fills the crypt. The 3 draw their weapons and prepare themselves for battle. We'll learn more about the final season in the upcoming months, but for now, stick to GameSpot to stay informed. The final season of Game of Thrones will premiere on HBO on April 14th. Let us know what you think of the new teaser in the comments below, and thanks for watching.